Hi, dear students. You are welcome back to my channel, Adobe Dynamic Solution. We are going to do paper 31, May, June 2025 today. And I have the source file with me already, but if you don't have, you can always go to my website, pastpapers.adobe.com. Then you see Information and Communication Technology 2025, and you can click on May, June, download the source file. But in my own case, I have the source file here already. Now, let's start with the question. And before we continue, by the way, if some of you need tuition, I normally provide tuition, so you can just message me. And also, you can come to my website, courses.edway.com. You will see some of the courses here. Some of them are free, while some you have to subscribe. I have ICT and some other subjects. It's created in HTML5, which is HP interactive content. The same thing if you need the workbook, you can come to my website as well, ictmadeeasy.com. You can get the workbook and any past year questions that you want, the summary notes for ICT. Now, let's continue to the question. The first question says, you have been supplied with all the source file. The first task is you need to create a word process document. Word process document. Sometimes you will be given the source evidence file, and sometimes they might ask you to create a new one. Now, in this Word document, what we do is make your name, center number, and candidate number appear on every single page. In this regard, just double click somewhere here. Then you write your name, center number, and candidate number, make it appear. Just put it in the header, it's going to appear on every single page. Then save this in your work area as this. Then followed by your center number as well as your candidate's number. This one is just to arrange your work. Normally, you're not going to send your source file to Cambridge, so they don't always ask for your source file, but at least it's a good idea to arrange your work so very well, so that later when you want to print, it's much more easier for you. Now, the next question says, create a new folder called Reason. Now, if we come here, let's create a new folder, right click, new folder. We call it Reason. All right. Then the question says, locate only the following files and store them in your Reason folder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at those files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to double confirm, check again. Okay, these are the files. You can just drag them inside the folder. That's one way, or you can just copy them. Ctrl C, then you click on your folder, then Ctrl V. Now, to be sure that you have done that, Cambridge actually wants you to show the evidence. But in this evidence, what you need to do is you need to show them the folder name. Then you need to show the folder name here and all the file names, extension, file size, frame height, and frame width, as well as image. So there are a lot of things to show them. So in order to claim your 1 mark here, make sure you actually stick to whatever they ask you to show. So for example, in this case, you need to show the folder name first, file name, extension, file size, frame height, frame width, and dimension. 7 things. Yeah, to do that is always quite easy. So just come to your folder. This is the folder. Then you click on view and you choose contents. Choose content. In the contents here, you will see every single thing they ask you to do. They are there. So this is folder name. This folder name. These are the file names. All these one are file names. Then type is there. Dimension is also there. Then the size of the file is there. The frame height is there, and the frame width is there. You see, every single thing they need is there. So all what you need to do is just to screenshot. You want to screenshot this part. Then you now put in your evidence file. I think this one will be evidence 1. Then paste in your evidence file. So later we are going to have evidence 2 as well. Right. Now, let's proceed. Take a screenshot and put this on your evidence file. You can claim your 1 mark. Now, the next question says web page. So you will create a web page to advertise Tawara Racing, who race motor cars. Now, create in your Racing folder a web page called racing.html. Now, all what you need to do is to open the software that we are using. That's Microsoft Expression. Open the software. It takes a while to open. Now, it's a good idea to save your work immediately. Click on File, Save As. Then we are going to save it in the same folder that we just created earlier. Don't forget, don't save it in another place. It's not going to work. This is the racing folder that we created earlier. You remember? The racing folder that we created earlier. Then double click. Then we need to save this one, racing.html. All right, click on, or according to the question, what does the question say? Is it HTML or HTML? HTML. then save it in that folder. Now, the next question, the web page must created using a single table and work in all browser. Then the table must be left aligned and fit in 90% of the browser window. Now, if you look at this very well, you will see that basically we are having two columns here. So this is column 1, this is column 2. But in terms of the row, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, and row 4. So in this table, we are having two rows, 2 columns and 4 rows, 2 columns and 4 rows. I believe you understand like this. Now, coming back to our website, click on table, then insert table. Click on table, then insert table. So we are having 4 rows, 2 columns. But according to the question, it needs to be 90%. The question says it needs to be 90%, not 100%. It's clearly mentioned here. 90% of the browser window, and it must be left aligned as well. Left align, you see? Now, we choose the alignment to be left align. Alignment left, then 90%, then press OK. But I think somewhere here, the question says, each table cell is identified with a letter, then table border must appear on the final web page. In that regard, you can just change the border as well to 1, because now it is 0. You can change it to 1, all right? Then press OK, then everything looks like this. Now, before we continue, if you notice, you will see that this, the first row is actually merged. The first row is merged. So highlight everything, the first row, right click, modify, and you merge. Also, if you notice, you will see that row D as well as row E, they are also merged. Highlight this, right click, modify, and merge. This one as well, right click, modify, and merge. This is how it works. Now, the next question says, each table is identified with a letter. So we don't need to write those letters there. Then table border must appear on the final page. Now, set the title of the web page to Tawara Racing. So to do this is always very, very easy. You just have to come to the code here. All what you have to do here is to click on code. You see, you have design here. I believe you can see design, split, then we have code. You just have to click on code and you look for title. Title is somewhere here. You remove untitled one and you put Tawara Racing. So just as simple as this. Now, the next question says, place in cell A the image TR banner. In cell A, you remember this was cell A, right? We have to put the TR banner. So click on insert, then you see picture from file. Then we are on our folder. The folder is here, Racing TR banner. So click on insert. This alternate text is very important. It's 1 mark. You just have to write banner. Okay, then press OK. It looks like this. Now, the next question says cell B video and source tag to display TR video. So this is a video you have to put. So what we do here, there are a couple of ways you can do this, by the way. One is correct, another one is not correct. Let me show you the one that is not correct. First, when you click on insert and you click on media, then you choose active Windows media player, then you choose all file. You can always choose your video here, all right? But the problem is if we do this, we won't be able to do this part of the question. We won't be able to do this part of the question. The question says make sure controls are visible and video loops. I think when the question didn't say this, then this would be a very easy and good approach to go about this question. But since the question is asking for loops as well as controls, then what we can do, we cannot follow this method. What we do is, let's come to the code view. In the code view here, let me just show you so that we are on the same page. This is B, all right? This is cell B. Then we come to code view, this cell B. So in this cell B, you can always remove here, remove B. Then go to next line. So we have our TD table data. You have another TD table data. In between of this, we are going to have our video tag. And of course, automatically, it's going to close as well. This open, this is close, video tag. In this video tag, the question asks you to show all the controls. You just have to type controls. It also asks you to show the loop. Just type loop. That's all. No more, no less. Only this. Then after that, you need to tell the computer where is the video. So what you do is you type source, then SRC, which means source as well. Then you put the name of the video. According to the question, the name is trvideo.mp4. MP4. All right, that's what you do. Then after that, you continue from there. So you have the type, you need to tell the computer the type of the video you have. You just say type is, what is the type? The type is a video slash MP4. This is how to solve this problem. Now, the last part of the question, I believe you can understand this code. It's not something quite much, just as simple as this. Then the last part of the question says the text-based error message if the browser does not support the video type. So what you do in that regard is here, just say, sorry, this browser does not support this video type. This video type. All right. So this is the code. This is how to solve the question that you are asked just now. Please take notes. All right. So take notes. Now, from here, the next question says, and that's 7 marks, by the way. It's worth mastering. Make sure you master this part very well, so you don't just lose 7 marks just like that. Now, the next question says, enter in cell C the text from this one. Let's open the source file. This is the source file. Let me copy everything in this and Control C. Now, according to the question, we have to put this one in our cell C. If I'm not mistaken, this is our cell C. Let's come back here. Then we put this one in our cell C. Cell C, we put this text. But the video is supposed to be here, by the way, but maybe later when we save our work, so we are going to see how it looks like. Now, this is our cell C, okay? Then the next part of the question says, set this text as style H3. So you click on this text and you have H3, just select H3. Everything looks like this, but I don't feel comfortable the way this looks like. So let me save my work and let me actually view in the browser. Let's see how it looks like. Does it work or it doesn't work? Wow, it works. You see, it keeps looping. You see, the video keeps looping. So this is the correct way of doing it. Though it doesn't show in the software, don't worry about that. I wasn't comfortable because the video didn't show here. I thought maybe the code is not correct, but the code is correct. This is how we're supposed to do it. Now, let's proceed with the question. Where's the question? The question says, enter in cell D, the text. Click here to find. So we need to copy this. Click here to find out more about our exciting development or here for job opportunity. Just copy this one in cell D. Normally, it's a good practice to label your cell sometimes, but it's not compulsory. So this cell D, I've already put this one. Now in cell E, enter the text web page created by, then followed by your followed on the new line, your name, center number, and candidate number. So read the question carefully. On the new line, your name, Dr. Akande, center number, candidate number. So just follow whatever they ask you to do there. Now set all text. Set all text in cell D and E as H2. So this one just set to H2, and this also, everything here set to H2. Just as simple as this. Now make sure the text exciting development a link. Make the text exciting development a link to open the web page. This in a new window called blank. Now to do that is always very easy. This one, this is the text. Highlight, right click, then you will see hyperlink. We want to hyperlink to which web page? You see, we are already in this folder. Which we are not doing email this time, nothing, just only this one, existing web page. So the question says we need to do the hyperlink to TR develop. You just have to click on TR develop. That's all. Then under the target window, you click on the target frame. Then the question says it needs to be underscore blank. You see, top, new window. We choose this new window, underscore blank. Press OK. And you press OK for this as well. It looks like this. Now, the next question says, make the text job opportunity a link to an email editor to prepare an email. This one. So what we do is, let me just copy this. Job opportunity, just like what we did just now. Job opportunity, right click, hyperlink. Then this time is an email. All right. So you put the email here. Email to, oh, sorry, I didn't copy the text properly. Okay. Emails to tawara.reason@cambridge.org. I think I can copy it here, or I can just type. Tawara, let me just type tawara.reason. I think the software I'm using to record this is not working fine. Now, tawara.reason@cambridge.org. All right, it doesn't take time to type. Then with the subject, job opportunities. The subject, job opportunities. Then Press OK. Press OK. It looks like this. Now, the next question says, attach the style sheet trrecent.css to your web page. We need to attach the style sheet now. So click on attach style sheet. Can you see here? Attach style sheet, click, then you browse, and this is our style sheet. Then click on open. Here, press OK. Then our web page actually looks like this. Our web page looks like this. Now, the question says, edit the style sheet so that the table border are not collapsed. The table border are not collapsed. So this is style sheet. You can always double click on this style sheet here. Double click. You see the style sheet. Double click is going to open the style sheet. Then the table border, what we have is collapsed. The question says we should make it so that it shouldn't collapse. We should make this one so that it wouldn't collapse. So what we do, the opposite of collapse is separate. We make it to be separate. That's the opposite. Yeah. We make it to be separate. That's it. So the opposite of this one is separate instead of collapse. Now, the save your style sheet, just Control S, or you just click here, you save your HTML as well, you save too. Now, save your web page, take a copy of your HTML source and place this one in your evidence file. So they always do like this, just Control A, just select everything. So select everything and Control C. Then you put this one in your evidence file, evidence 2. Then evidence 3, let's see, is there anything? So display your web page in the browser. If necessary, resize it so that everything is fully visible. Read this one carefully. So what we do now is, you've already saved everything. Let's view our web page in the browser again. You can use any browser you want, by the way. So let's view this one in the browser one more time. This is how it looks like. But if necessary, the question says you can reduce the size. Okay, it looks like this. Reduce the size. And then you can take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of everything in the whole page. Okay, then you put this one in your evidence file. That's evidence 3. Then yeah, you can claim your 29 marks. It's just as simple as this. Then save and print your evidence document. Now the next task is spreadsheet. The next task is spreadsheet. I'm going to do everything in a single video, so let's see. I hope it's not going to be too long. For task 5, spreadsheet, you will assist Tawara Racing to analyze performance data when testing their racing cars. Open and examine the file, this. If we look at the file, where's it? Yeah, open the file. This is what we have. Let me close this. Just click on this edge. Click on this edge to select everything. After that, you click on the line between A and B so that everything will be fully visible. All right, it looks like this. Let's look at this file. All right, then basically, if you look at this question, these are around 40 marks. Definitely, they will ask a lot of questions here. Now, place right-align in the header, the text created by. So we need to have our header now. Let's claim the first 3 marks. So to place anything in the header, you click on Insert, and you will see, is it text? Text here, it depends on the version of Excel software you are using. Now, header and footer, the question says we should place it in the center. Okay, right align, sorry. It's right align, not in the center. It's a right align. Then after that, followed by a space, then your name, center number, and candidate number. So you have the space, then you put your name, center number, then candidate number. Then after we are done with that, place in the footer, created on, followed by a space, the automated date. We put in the footer. Okay, they didn't say any specific space to put in the footer. So in this case, just come to the footer here, and you can put anywhere. Then space, according to the question here, in the space, we have to put automated dates. Automated dates. So click on header and footer, you will see dates here. Current dates, automated dates. Click on the current dates. Then the question says space again, then the text adds. So we put space, the text adds, space again. Then we have space, automated time. Automated time, current time, this one. Just as simple as this. All right. Now, the question says save this as a spreadsheet with a file name test data underscore, followed by your center number and pending number. So let us save it. File, save as, browse. Then you can choose your folder basically. Then this one will be your center number, then candidate's number. Now, does the question says we should save it in the format of the software we are using? Save this as a spreadsheet, not, we are going to change this one to Excel workbook, not a CSV, okay? Excel workbook, click, and you save. So this is what we have. Now, to go back to where we are, you can just click on view and you click on normal. Not now, click on normal, then we have our normal Excel page. Now, the question says enter the missing lab number in the column A. The missing lab number in the column A. So if you look at this one, so from here, this is column A, then you will see the lab is there, 1 and 2 is there. So it's supposed to be until here, until 43. Then those one, we need to enter them. Of course, you can enter them one by one, 3, 4, 5, but this will take a lot of time. So the best way is just highlight these two and you just drag it down until here. Drag it down, just as simple as that. It will make things faster. Now, the next question says, place a replicable formula in cell F14. F14, this is 14, this is F14. We need to place a formula there. Now, to calculate the time in seconds taken for this lab, and they want to help you. They said, for example, if the minute is 1, seconds equal 14, and thousandth of a second is equal to 484, this should display 74.484. 1 minute equal 60 seconds. You see, so they try to explain exactly what you need to do here. You just have to study the question and you know exactly what to do. Now let's look at it together. So from the first example that is given to you, let's look at the calculation together. So if you look at this one, where's my pen? Or we can just write, okay. If you look at this one, you will see that 60 seconds is given. 1 minute. 1 minute is actually equal to 60. Okay, 60 seconds. Then seconds taken is 14. However, this plus this one is 1,000. So which means 484 divided by 1,000 because it's 1,000. So this one will be 0.484. Is 0.484 because if you say this one divided by 1,000, that's what it's going to give you, is 0.484. So if you add everything together, it will be 74.484. In Excel question, you need to like mathematics. If you don't like mathematics, you might struggle a little bit in Excel question. But I do hope it's clear like this. They just want you to convert everything to seconds. So 1 minute is like if I use 2 minutes 20 seconds. 2 minutes 20 seconds will be 120 seconds plus another 20 seconds. Because 1 minute is actually equal to 60 seconds. You get that? 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 2 minutes will be 120 seconds. 3 minutes will be 180 seconds. 180 plus whatever seconds that is here, then whatever thousandth of seconds that is here, which is 0 point something. I do hope you should understand with this. Then in that regard, what we are going to do here is we say equal whatever we have here as the minutes. Okay, so we have to multiply that. Multiply by 60. Whatever we have there as a minute, multiply by 60. If it is 1 minute, 1 minute times 60. So plus whatever we have here as a seconds, plus whatever we have here, but we put in the bracket, whatever we have here as the thousandth, but divided by 1,000, as I explained earlier. So it is going to give you 0 point something. So if you press enter, you will see that we get 71.714. This was the example that was given to you earlier. 1 minute, 14 seconds, 484. Even if you do the same thing to this one, 1 minute times 60. So plus, though they don't ask you to do this one by the way, I just want to explain something. So plus, which one again? Plus 14. Then also plus this one, times 60. Oh, sorry, times, divide by 1,000, divide by 1,000. So you will see you get 74.484. And that was the example that was given here. All right, so the formula is correct. This is how we should do it. Now, let's now continue with the question. The question says, display the data in cell F14 to 3 decimal places. To display, this one is already in 3 decimal places, by the way, but since it's already mentioned in the question, so what we do is you just have to round. You just have to round either up or down. They don't say anything, just say round. Then you have your brackets, then here, comma, then you round to 3 decimal places. I do hope you understand this formula. The way I put it is easy. This is our original formula that we have. This is our original formula that we have. I just put around, then you open bracket, comma, then you put the number of decimal places they want. Then after that, you close the bracket, just as simple as this. All right. Then press enter. Yeah, press enter. Then it looks like this. So then don't lose 1 mark. This one will be 1 mark by the way, or 2 marks. So don't lose it because of decimal places. Now the next. So replicate this formula for all labs. Now for this one, we press enter already. Now, if we want to replicate this one, I'm afraid something might not work right, but let's replicate first and see for all rounds. We do this for this. All right. But let's see if it's correct for this one. C, okay, it's correct. C43 times 60 plus D43 plus E43 divided by 1000. Yes, it's correct. Then for all labs, then just click here, then you drag it to the top as well. Because the question says for all labs. All right. Replicate this formula for all labs, both the one on top and the one below. Now, the next question, that is 6 marks, by the way. It looks quite difficult, but it's very, very easy to do. The next question says insert 10 rows between 1 and 2. Insert 10 rows between 1 and 2. This is 1 and 2. 10 rows. So just click here and you come to home. You will see insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 10 rows between 1 and 2. So this is 1, this is 2 earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 rows now. What do we need to do? So move the content of cells H13 to H20 into cells A3 to 10. A3 to A10. H13 to A20. Where's H13? Here to A20. We need to move just Control X. We need to move it to A3 to A10. This is A3 to A10. Copy paste. A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, and A10. Now, we have to move the contents. So we just have to cut. All right. Now, the next question, merge cells A1 to F1. A1 to F1. This A1 to F1, we have to merge. Click on merge, just as simple as this. Click on merge. So we merge the cell. After that, format this merged cell with a black 36-point sans serif font for the yellow background. So yellow background, this yellow background, 36 font sans serif is Arial. Though this one is already sans serif, up to now is already sans serif. But the famous sans serif that we always use is Arial. Where's Arial? It's Arial, all right, or Calibri, all of them. Then it needs to be 36 according to the question. It needs to be 36. It looks like this. Then merge this one. Format row 1 to 13 of the spreadsheet to look like this. That's a very cheap mark. You have 7 marks here. Now, to format this one, the first thing you notice is it has a border. Or before we talk a border, let's quickly talk about cell 1 first. Cell 1, row 1, I mean. Row 1. So test data for supercharger. That's on top. Cell for supercharger. So what we do here is you just have to click here on this option, wrap text, so to push things to the next line. So in that case, we are going to reduce the size of our A1 or F1. We can reduce the size and you drag this one down. You see test data, drag this one down. I believe we are okay with this one, just as simple as this. Now, row 2. Row 2 looks okay, nothing to change. Row 3. Row 3 to 10. Number 1, the first thing we need to do here is we need to change the border. We have the border, you have to change the border. Sorry, row 1 until here only. Until here, we have to change the border to all border. That's the first step. The second thing, all the text here, they are right aligned. All the text here, they are right aligned. So you need to do it row by row so that you don't lose marks here. All the text here, they are right aligned. I believe everything is okay, nothing to change here. All right. Now, look at row 11. Row 11, nothing. We don't do anything here. Now, in row 12, everything is merged and center aligned. Row 12, it is merged and center aligned. Nothing much. Now, look at row 13. Row 13, they drag this 13, they drag it down. And lab supercharger, 1000th is on top, of a seconds is down. So if you look at this one, drag it down. 1000, you just have to reduce the size here. So 1000 will be on top. But if you already play around with this, definitely we need to adjust this again. So this one, try to click on this option, wrap text. We always use it here. When you click on wrap text, it will go to next slide. Then reduce the size of this like this. However, our supercharger is supposed to be on top, by the way. So drag this one. Yeah, supercharger is on top. As you are adjusting one side, you have to pay attention to other side as well to make sure everything looks so that you can claim your 7 marks without losing anything there. Now, lab supercharger is okay. Actually, they are center aligned. Click here, then you choose the option here, middle align. Everything is middle align. You see this option, middle align. So everything is middle align. Now, the next one, minutes is okay, seconds is okay, then thousandth is okay, of a seconds is okay, lap time is okay as well. Lap time, but they're supposed to be center aligned too. Click here, middle align and center align like this. So take your time and make sure you look closely so that you don't lose any marks here. Then for 14, I think we need to do until 13 only, right? According to the question, A1 to A13. So 14, that's not your business. Just only A1 to A13, that's all. You leave the remaining one the way it is. Now, is there anything missing? Let's look at it. Oh, border. Look at 12 and 13, there is a border there. 12 and 13, all border. It looks like this. All border, 12 and 13. Then, that's all. I think one, what about this? This one, there is a border here too. There is a border here too. And if you look at it, you need to look at this one carefully. There is a border here on this aspect. So what we do is we just highlight everything until 13, until here. Then you come to border. Then we are going to use the this one, right border. Give it a right border, then it should be there. But for let me do it again. Or if you want to be 100% sure, you can just click on more border. Okay, right border, you see, it is there, right border. What about the left one? The left one is there too. So right border, left one. Okay, just click here, just to be on safe side that everything is okay. Yeah, it's okay, no worries. Later when we print, it's going to be there. It doesn't show perhaps because of the header and footer that we did earlier, but it's going to be there. Then you can claim your 7 marks. So good job. Now, the next question. So place in cell B3 a formula to display the fastest lap time from the data display. So the fastest person will be the person that took the least time. Look at Cambridge. Look at the way they ask questions. So it's not just about I know how to use the formula. You have to apply common sense to this one also. You have to interpret the question. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be MIN, minimum. Who among these people took the least time to complete the lap time, to complete the task? So whoever took the least time, then that's the fastest. I do hope you understand this. This person, whoever took this, that's the fastest. Okay, let's continue. So place in cell B4 a formula to display the slowest lap time. Slowest lap time. So for this one, exactly, this is what I was saying earlier. Now this slowest now is now be the fastest. This one, where is it? Here is it. This one is minimum. It's like the opposite, please take note. This one will be the maximum now. This one will be the maximum. So you can just try to interpret. We put the formula we're in before. You just have to interpret. You say equal max, then you highlight all the lap time. So whoever get the highest, then that person is the slowest. All right. Now the next question says, in cell B5, enter a formula to display average lap time. Average is also average. All right. This question is even straightforward. I like it. It's not all the VLOOKUP. I'm not sure they are asking any VLOOKUP in this question. So this one is straightforward. So to do average, just as simple as this, average is average. All right. So press enter. This is average time. Then next question. Do they say anything about the decimal places? Because sometimes even at the beginning of the question, they used to say you should maintain a decimal places throughout. As is blah, blah, blah. They don't say anything here. Decimal places. Okay, they don't say anything. So we just leave it as it is. Now, place in B6 a formula to display the number of laps where the supercharger was on. Okay, so definitely number to display the number of laps. This one is going to be count if. You see, it's like if I say how many people are living in your house, it means you just have to count whatever, how many people in your house. You have to count how many people in your house. Let's say there are 10. But if I say count how many people living in your house who are more than 40 years old, that one is going to be count if. Whenever you have a condition, then that will be count if. Please pay attention to that. Whenever you have condition, then that will be count if. So how many people living in your house? So who are more than 40 years old, then that will be count if, house, comma, what is the conditional? 40 years old, then you close it. So there's a difference between count and count if. Please pay attention to that. Now, that's exactly what we are going to do in this question. So this one says, in B, what's the question? Question 18. So display the number of laps where the supercharger was on. So here, what we do is, we say count if. So count if supercharger is this. So you just have to highlight all the supercharger until here. Okay, B14 until B43, comma. What is the criteria? The criteria is on. You know, there are only two criteria there. One is on, another one is off. The criteria is on. So this is the condition. So you look at this, count everything, then but the one that are on, if you press enter, is 18. And if you count it yourself, you will see their number is 18. Okay, then next question. Place in cell B7 a formula to display the number of laps where the supercharger is off. It's like the opposite of that one. If you really know what you are doing, you can just copy paste the formula. If you really know what you are doing, then you just have to change this one to off. All right, it's the same thing by the way, but if you are not that sure, you can just write it again. You can just write it again. Count if B14. Sorry, this one's supposed to be B14, right? Not B15. That's why I said if you know what you are doing. It's B14 is from here, not B15. It's B14. B14 until B50, is it 54? 53, you see, until B53. So please, if you are not really sure about copy and pasting, so just try to write the formula again. So B14 until B53, then the condition is off. Press enter, we have 22. So 18 plus 22, that will be 40 by the way. If you count this, you will see it's 40. So it's correct. Then the next question. The next question says, place in cell B7 a formula to display the number of laps where the supercharger is off. No. Now, next one, place in cell B8 a formula to calculate the average lap time when the supercharger was on. Okay, the same thing, the same idea. We just have to use average if. Anytime, okay, let me explain this in case you don't remember this. We have sum if. We have count. We also have count if. Even for your information, we even have count ifs if the condition are many. For the sum if, we also have sum ifs if the condition are many. For example, how many people are living in your house who are more than 40 years old and are wearing glasses? You see, that one is count ifs, which means you are going to say equal count how many people live in your house. We say house, comma. What is the first condition? Who are more than 40 years old, yeah, greater than 40. Then who are wearing glasses? Then glasses. You see, this one is sorry, I'm supposed to be count ifs. Whenever you have many conditions, two conditions and above, then we use count ifs. If it is just only one condition, we use count if. If there is no condition, we use ordinary counts. I believe you understand now. The same thing applies to sum if, sum ifs. The same thing applies to average if, average ifs. So please take note of that. I do hope this explanation will help you. Now, place in cell B8 a formula to calculate the average lap time when the supercharger is on. Average, all right. I think we answered this question already. Total number of when the supercharger is off. Now we are here now. So we need to do for the average supercharger is on. So in that regard, we say equal. We say average if. Then we highlight again supercharger until here, comma. Then what is the criteria is on. Just like a count that we did earlier, but this time it is average. So we have average if. What happened? Why do we get error here? Okay, let me look at this. Why it doesn't show. Let's fix this and see what is the issue. Oh, I see. I didn't read the question carefully. Okay, if you look at this one, where is it? The question says average lap time. The question is talking about average lap time. Then when the supercharger was on, two different things. I'm supposed to highlight two things. I highlighted just only one. The question is talking about the average lap time and also supercharger, two different things. So in that regard, my formula here, I'm supposed to put average lap time as well. I'm supposed to put average lap time. So this one, supercharger is on, then at the same time, the average lap time. That's why it doesn't work. Because here, there is no even number. There is no number to find the average, right? The number to find this average is here. So that's why it doesn't work earlier. So press enter. So this is the average. All right, this is the average. Please take note of this and read the question carefully. So Excel is always like that. Then next question says, place in cell B9 a formula to calculate the average lap time when the supercharger is off. Okay, just like the opposite of what we did just now. So I'm not going to copy paste this time. Let me just write it out. You say average if, then I highlight the supercharger until here. The supercharger then is on. The condition is, is off this time. Then what is the average of supercharger, their lap time? What's the average of their lap time? So press enter, then I get this much. All right. Then the last question, or second to the last, says place in cell B10 a formula to display SC success if the average lap time were faster with the supercharger on, or to display SC fail if not. So save the spreadsheet. Now to do this one, we are going to use if formula. So this one is just a very simple what's it called, if statement. We just have to put if here. By the way, for your information, if you type like this, if, you will get 1 mark. Then you see this one is B8, right? Which means if B8 is actually less than whatever we have here in B9. So why? Because this one is on and this one is off. And that's what the question says, that if the lap time were faster with the supercharger on, which means if B8 is actually less than B9, then it's going to display SC success. Otherwise, it's going to display SC fail. So something like this. This is the formula we are going to put. In that regard, we come here, we just have to say from here, equal if, then we open the bracket. This one is actually less than this one, B9, comma, then we are going to display SC success. Otherwise, comma, otherwise we are going to display SC fail. Or what do we have there? SC failed. SC failed. Then press enter. Press OK. Then we see it's SC failed. Now, based on that, let's look at the question. We just have to save our spreadsheet. Everything looks like this. Okay, our spreadsheet looks like this. Then save it. Then the next question says, print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure that printout is in landscape. In that regard, to show the formula, you need to click on formula. Then you will see the option here, show formula. Where is it? We normally have it somewhere here. Where's show formula? Remove arrow, remove. I think I'm using different. Okay, show formula is here. Okay, you see show formula. But the problem here is, you will see this where majority of the students, in fact, my student, they used to lose a lot of marks because of things like this. If you print like this, examiner is not going to see your full formula. And I cannot assume for you. So definitely you are going to lose a lot of marks. If you print like this, for sure you will lose a lot of marks, because an examiner will never assume that your formula is correct. You have to make everything fully visible. And that's why the question clearly written here, print out this one, print out fit on a single page. Oh, sorry, this one. Print out is in landscape, row and column heading that display content of all cells are fully visible. So in that regard, what you do is just double click here. So it's fully visible, and we have some formula here also, double click. So look at everywhere you put your formula, double click, and everything fully visible. Control P to print. So in order to print, you click on page setup. We have page setup here. You click on header or sheet, and you will see the row and column. Row and column. And from the page here, the question says it needs to be landscape. So just press OK. You see it is landscape. So does the question says everything must be on single page, printing a row and column in heading and display. So it's not necessary to be on a single page. You don't have to be punishing yourself scaling, and you choose fit everything on single page. It might be extremely too small. Sometimes if you can print and you see that examiner can still see your formula, it's okay. But if the thing is too tiny that the examiner might not be able to see your formula, then it's better you can print on multiple pages. It's okay. So the question never say that compulsorily you must print on a single page. Then you print this one. This is 2 pages. Fit all columns on 1 page. All right. Now, after you finish that, the next question says print your spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure that print out, if you want to show the value this time, I think what I used to advise my students is, because you've already played a little bit with all this one. Now, just undo. Just click on undo to put everything the way it was before you show the formula. Where's it? Undo. Oh, I started with deleting some formulas here. What's going on? Okay. I think in that regard, I have to, number one, you turn off the formula. Number two, yeah, everything goes back the way it is. But if your own things doesn't go back the way it was, please take your time. This is one of the things you are using your time for during the exam. Take your time, fix. What I mean is, you remember this one is 7 marks. And Cambridge is not going to collect your source file. Your source file, it always be in the school or in the computer where you write your exam. They only need your spreadsheet. So the only way to confirm for Cambridge, for examiner, that you have done this to claim your 7 marks, your printout must look like this exactly. So if during showing the formula, you've already altered the structure of this for whatever reason, please take your time to fix it so that it looks like this. Don't lose marks on this. Even though you have done it earlier, but during printout, if you don't pay attention, so you might actually lose a lot of marks here. Then after you print that, you print it as a print row and column not display, content are fully visible, and this time it's going to be on a single page. So what we do here is Ctrl P, then this time you click on page setup here, underneath page setup, sheet, then you don't need to show all column headings, press OK. And this time is going to be portrait according to the question, and click here, you have to put everything on a single page. It looks like this, and you can print and you claim your mark. You see the line that I was telling you earlier. So the line is actually there. The line that I was telling you earlier is there. So I wish you the best. I'm still going to make another video for you. I believe the question is finished. Yeah, it's finished. I'm going to make another video for you on paper 32 as well. So you can always check my channel for all the papers that you want. And don't forget to visit my website as well. You can buy some courses from my website if you want this, and you can request for tuition. If you need ICT tuition, I can provide you one-on-one tuition. At the same time, if you need the ICT workbook for theory, I have ICT workbook for theory, either soft copy or hard copy if you're in Malaysia, or if you're in another country, then you can get the soft copy. I wish you the best. So bye for now.